During this documentary, we are going to be telling you about most of the churches of Fall Creek. We are also going to include some fun facts and enjoy.
Zion Lutheran Church was organized on August 9th, 1885. Services and classes were conducted in German. The church was built in 1886. The first Sunday school service was held in 1920s. The basement was built in 1941 and was expanded in 1973. Zion Lutheran Church is still going today.
St. Paul was organized May 15, 1910. The founder is Fred Kerstring, and he was the first pastor. Services were held at Lincoln Town Hall in 1913 through 1915. The parsonage was built, and Pastor Kretzkamore moved in that fall. The enlarged and remodeled church was dedicated October 19, 1926. St. Paul is still around in Fall Creek. Some of you might have gone there for Little Lambs.
Bethlehem Lutheran. In 1892, a group of farm families in a town northeast of Fall Creek began holding church services in the white school. This group was organized by Rev. J.F. Bodeger, pastor of Trinity Lutheran. In 1897, this group incorporated as Bethlehem Evangelical Lutheran Church. The church building was dedicated on May 6, 1917. The first kid baptized in the brand new church was Carl Otto Frank Stark, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Albert Stark. Bethlehem Lutheran Church is not in Fall Creek anymore.
St. Peter's Lutheran Church, organized in 1871 by William Julius Frederick of St. John for 100-year history. It is served by pastors of St. Grace Church, Augusta. The interior was made of sand, straw, and plaster, all whitewashed at regular intervals. The new church was built in 1893 on land donated by Theodore Block. In 1916, the church was raised and basement added. The first pastor was William Julius Frederick. St. Peter's is not here today.
St. John Lutheran. William Julius Frederick served the congregation in August 1864. William Julius Frederick preached the first sermon in a small public school called Fall Creek Valley School. St. John Lutheran became the first Lutheran church in Eau Claire County. 2 years later, in May, there was a tornado that destroyed the church, and the services were held in the school. The second St. John Church was built in December 1872. St. John is still a church today in Fall Creek.
In 1870, a frame church was built on land donated by John McQuillian and was named St. Bridget after a Catholic girl who had been put to death in Iceland.
The community which grew around the church was known as Springfield Prairie.
The church was struck by lightning and destroyed.
The present church was erected at the same location in 1920 by T.A. St. Bridget is not around in Fall Creek anymore.
Church, other churches may do this, but our church really tries to help out the homeless people, like in Eau Claire, and so they help, raise money and give clothing and coats to the homeless people. So that's pretty neat.
Back then, women sat on one side and men sat on the other during services.
If you are wondering why lots of churches were Lutheran, it's because 99% of Fall Creek were German.
Mostly all of the services were told in German because once again there was 99% German.
But my dad was also a Lutheran pastor, and both of my grandfathers, and both of my great-grandfathers, and my great-great-grandfathers, and my great-great-great-grandfathers, and my uncles. So there are a whole bunch of pastors in my family. And so that also probably was a factor as I grew up as a pastor's kid.
Things about Fall Creek churches.
Made by Karina Carter and Aiden.
Special thanks to Sights and Sounds of the Valley and Pastor Beater.
Have a good day.